What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 521 of Community Universe Mode and episode 140 of Monday Night Fusion in the fallout of Battle Scars 4, and with the season soon coming to an end, just 3 weeks left on the calendar before we close the doors on 2K18 and prepare for whatever the next chapter brings us. But in that 3 weeks, there's going to be a lot to see. Of course, this Sunday, the 16th of September, Genesis presents Anarchy Rules. And let's not forget that we've got NGW Departure and Retaliation to close out the season. And how about how we're kicking off the show tonight, a championship match, as Andrew Briggs will challenge Alistair Knox for the United States title. What's up, everybody? 702, Suntan, Jay, Topher, Soul, Mark. Hoxton, I saw you on here too, you little fish. Well, tonight's show, as always, going to be a good one. Stacked to the gills, and what a hell of a main event we do have in store. Ryan Kent, guys, the fire starter, returns to action. Haven't seen him in a few weeks to go one-on-one with the game changer, Schmitty. That is going to be a hell of a one-on-one confrontation. But there he stands, the longest reigning United States champion of all time, closing in on 5 months until that title, guys. Not just closing in on that, but also is just four retentions away from breaking Ryan Kent's record for most title defenses of any championship throughout all of CMV, which of course he set at 9 as light heavyweight champion. 4 more defenses, including tonight, and Alistair Knox will break that record. Of course, Knox is in the throes of issuing an open challenge every week. It started last week. He defeated Chris Sullivan by a countout. So if Knox retains here, he'll defend next week. Retains there, he'll defend the week after that. We could just be 4 weeks away. By the end of the season, Knox could break that record. One of the most dangerous men to step foot inside of the CMV ring, not just in this season, but throughout CMV's history. But Andrew Briggs has finally gotten that parasite known as Matt Devious off his back at Battle Scars 4. The two of them going through, virtually a 3 stages of hell, but wasn't promoted as that. They originally fought one-on-one. Matt Devious was victorious, but then Devious decided that same night to finish the job, or try to finish the job backstage, attacking Andrew Briggs again, but instead it just fueled the fire. Briggs challenged Devious to a last man standing match. Loser leaves Fusion, and Andrew Briggs won that last man standing confrontation, so he's here. Matt Devious is gone. Don't know where he is or what's next for him. But for Andrew Briggs, he's looking to start fresh. The 3-time record-setting light heavyweight champion, the king of the ring, looking to claim the United States Championship and stop Alistair Knox from possibly making history by the end of the season. 2K12. WWE 12 was actually my favorite wrestling game ever. Little dashing fun fact for you. There's Alistair Knox. If Andrew Briggs wants to try to begin anew, he's going to have to find a way to somehow topple the seemingly unstoppable Alistair Knox. Referee Murphy showing the championship to Andrew Briggs, guys, and along with the action, boy, do we have a lot to recap, including what started at the top of the show, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's focus on this, because this is going to be a hell of an encounter. First time ever, Andrew Briggs, Alistair Knox, U.S. title on the line. Can Andrew Briggs move on from Matt Devious, become United States champion? What a way to close out the season that will be. Or will Alistair Knox slay yet another victim, claim yet another soul, and continue on his warpath? What up, Famous? Look at this camel clutch position, and Alistair Knox just unloading with these forearm smashes across the top of Andrew's head. Tonight, guys, we're going to see Shay Hoxton, Jason Spade, and a returning Azrael. I'm very excited. He, of course, was drafted from Genesis to Fusion in the Superstar Shakeup a couple weeks ago and makes his Fusion re-debut. That should be exciting, but there to the apron goes Briggs. Rethinks his strategy, though. Technically. Andrew Briggs rolling over Alistair Knox. Has him in control right now. How long will that last, though? Punch to the midsection. Alistair Knox back up to his seat. United States champion. We saw last week. What? A forearm smash. Andrew Briggs going completely limp. Now a German suplex to follow through. I was going to say, last week we saw Alistair Knox use his champion's advantage. He defeated Chris Sullivan by a countout to retain his championship. And, well, Sully wasn't very happy about that, we know. Kind of gone quiet. Nobody, even his brother, NGW's William Sullivan, hasn't been able to get in contact with him. Knee drop there by the United States champion, the ominous one. Now he's going to go for it again. It worked the first time. Why not? As they say, don't fix what ain't broke. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Looking to fly, as he very rarely does. The fans on their feet, though. Nice DDT. I'm sure most of them are behind Andrew Briggs. What a rough season. He has had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Of course, winning the light heavyweight championship, setting the record for most reigns as light heavyweight champion with 3, and of course winning King of the Ring, but then losing his championship opportunity, his best friend stabbing him in the back, and the psychological warfare that Devious waged on Briggs for months and months. It finally came to an end. Now it's time to see if Briggs can get back on track. Add yet another championship to his already impressive resume, the CMV veteran. I do believe this is his first ever shot at the United States Championship. Briggs, for most of his career, was on Genesis. Since this season, he has explored the Fusion battleground. Couple of elbows to the midsection. Briggs knocks free of the grasp that Andrew Briggs had on him. Going for a knee smash. I do believe Briggs breaks free, though. Nicely done. Can Briggs capitalize? Decides to taunt. Now he's going to pay for it. Super kick to the base of the skull. Alistair Knox not playing around. Not going to be disrespected like that. Andrew Briggs took his eye out the ball and he paid for it. There's that face smash. Got it the second time. Coming up from behind now. Beautiful Hangman's neck breaker. Knox is not done either. Coming up from behind. Grabs a hold of the tights. Lifting reverse DDT. Knox has got Briggs exactly where he wants him. There's that snap dragon suplex. Briggs landing right on his neck, and there's that knee drop again. Briggs looking worse for wear, guys. The champ just tearing him apart. Suplex after suplex. Wearing Briggs down slowly, but most definitely, surely, Briggs cannot take much more of this. One tiny mistake, Briggs decided to turn his back on Alistair Knox and taunt instead of capitalizing, trying to fight back into it. Face smash, Briggs. Might have just chipped every single one of his teeth there as he went face first into the canvas. Another knee to the face, and now Knox has had enough. The United States champion looking to retain and take one step closer to breaking Ryan Kent's record of most defenses in CMV history. Censorship is locked in. Andrew Briggs has nowhere to go. The King of the Ring is trapped. Will he tap, or can he find a way to escape? No. Alistair Knox forced to release the submission hold. Andrew Briggs refusing to tap, but, well, he's passed out. It seems we're playing possum. Playing possum. Andrew Briggs luring Alistair Knox in. Knox thought that he had Briggs knocked out cold. Briggs didn't tap, though. And now Briggs to the top rope. Corkscrew senton, maybe. No, an elbow drop. Andrew Can he do it? The thought process of Andrew Briggs being shown here. Reverse chin lock. Now he has the champion grounded. Alistair Knox, though, flights back up to his seat. Not looking to stay down for very long. Those elbows again set him free. Andrew Briggs tries to shoot off the forearm smash, but Alistair Knox just a bit quicker, goes for a headbutt, gets an elbow to the face instead. Deep arm drag. The challenger throwing the champion into the corner. You do not want to be in the corner when you're against Andrew Briggs. Of course, he can hit you with that shining wizard out of nowhere. Lateral press here. Will we have a new champion? No. Only a 1 count. Andrew Briggs, hands on his hips, wondering, what do I got to do here to keep this mofo down? Punch to the back of the head, action roll, knocks up to his seat. Another snap German suplex, Suplex City, up here on Monday Night Fusion, episode 140. As we start off the show, Dragon Sleeper attempted by Knox. That's rare, but immediate rope break, Briggs set free. Oh no! Bicycle knee. And Andrew Briggs out like a light. His head even kind of cracked off the bottom rope, but Briggs, man, we know his heart all too well. It does not quit. It keeps beating. Might not have a choice, though. Oh! I think Andrew Briggs may have just countered censorship. If he did, this is his opportunity. Andrew Briggs! Andrew Briggs! Oh my God, guys! Alistair Knox in the corner! Shining Wizard! Pulled into the short arm clothesline. Can Briggs do it? Can Briggs do it? Middle of the ring. 1, 2. No. So close. 2.99999. But Alistair Knox kicks out. However, Briggs not going to let that deter him. Backs into the corner, takes a deep breath, man. Both these guys coming off hellacious nights at Battle Scars 4. Of course, Briggs with the battles against Matt Devious. Alistair Knox a part of that brutal Money in the Bank ladder match, which was won by MLP. And again, we'll talk about what happened at the top of the show later on. Springboard crossbody by Andrew Briggs. Even though Alistair Knox was not defeated off that Shining Wizard clothesline combo, he's definitely reeling from it. And the dirty heel tactics from Briggs to do what he has to win the United States Championship here. Those old stylings of Briggs peeking through. Oh no, Alistair Knox has devious deeds in mind. High ranked district, the United States champion is not just looking to defeat Andrew Briggs, looking to end Andrew Briggs' brain buster on the top turnbuckle. I think I heard the neck of Briggs snap from over here. 1, 2, but only a 2 count, man. Briggs grinding his teeth, biding his time, taking the damage with a pinch of salt. No doubt he's in severe pain right now, but refusing to stay down with so much on the line. Only 3 weeks left in the season. Alistair Knox has been an unstoppable force this entire season, absolutely dominating his competition, only taking 4 losses in the entirety of this season. Came into this season as the Anarchy champion, and after losing that at SummerSlam, quickly won the United States title, has not looked back. Closing in on 5 months, he's held that title with an iron grip, and coming close to breaking Ryan Kent's long-standing record of most championship defenses of all time. 4 more, Knox will do it. Back suplex by Knox into the pin. 1, 2. Andrew Briggs, though, content on not allowing Knox to take another step closer to breaking that record. And of course, Ryan Kent is a man that Andrew Briggs knows very well. Oh no! That bicycle knee attempt again. Briggs saw it coming. Super kick by the king of the ring. I am into this match right now. I got to admit, I've always been a big Briggs fan. And after all he's been through these past few months, man, it would be great to see him win the United States title. But again, Knox, nobody has really come close to putting a stop to him. Andrew Briggs shooting for his combo, but Knox deflects it. Punch to the chest, reeled into a front headlock. At any moment, Knox can Lock in the censorship, and it is all over. Andrew hardly survived the first one. Crack to the jaw, forearm smash, man. Briggs getting absolutely mollywopped right now. Up against the ropes, nice counter, and down to the outside goes Alistair Knox. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Briggs turning to the crowd, the CM Universe, the fans that are 110% behind him here, but be careful because we touched on it last week. Alistair Knox defeated Chris Sullivan by a countout to retain the United States Championship. He has that right as the champion. However, Andrew Briggs cannot win the title that way. Counters that super kick to the back of the head, the one that he got hit with earlier. Back suplex on the outside, gonna inflict some serious damage, and now it looks like Knox might be a bit out of it. This could be Briggs' last opportunity, but Knox not going to let him have it. Back into the ring. Andrew Briggs follows suit, but is he falling into a trap? Alistair's waiting for him, but Briggs was prepared. Throws him overhead with that fireman's carry, and Andrew Briggs now jumping knee strike. Oh my God! Into the pin, out of desperation, out of instinct, but no, it's a rope break for the champion. Briggs has absolutely nothing left. Alistair Knox getting lucky as all hell, graced by the wrestling gods with that rope break. These two guys lethal with their knee game. Fury punch followed through by that slam, and here's Alistair Knox, finger to the trigger. Looking to bring this match to an end once and for all. A valiant effort by Andrew Briggs, but Alistair Knox has him caught up in the censorship once again. And Andrew Briggs going to become just another victim as Knox squeezes and squeezes, but Briggs again refuses to tap. Briggs refuses to tap. Knox almost dumbfounded, jaw dropped. He can't believe it. Briggs refuses to tap. But it looks like he's not with us. Or maybe again trying to lure Alistair Knox in. And now Briggs on the assault, walks right into a knee to the face. Andrew Briggs will not die. Alistair Knox now going to try to go for a pin. Censorship just not working. Twice he's locked it in. Twice Andrew Briggs has escaped. Or not escaped even. Just hasn't tapped. Forcing Knox to let go. No energy left to keep the submission locked in. Snap. Dragon suplex once more. And Briggs using his veteran instinct to roll to the outside. Briggs trying to get back up to his feet. These knees to the face, man. Briggs never going to look the same again. Going to go home later on tonight. Family's not going to recognize him. Surprised his nose isn't hanging off by... Oh, no. This is exactly what Knox did to Chris Sullivan last week, guys. Knox realizing that he can't put Briggs down, so going to use that champion's advantage of his to retain his title. Count of 5. 6 now, but it seems like Knox might be trying to get Briggs back into the ring. Face first off the steel post, guys. Count of 7. And for Briggs to have put in so much effort in this match, if this ends via count out, it'd be a damn shame. But no, Knox surprisingly brings the fight back into the ring. Did not have to do that, but he does. Maybe he's heard all the chatter this past week, people calling him a coward. Taking the easy way out last week against Sullivan. Doesn't want to do it again this week, but Knox gave Briggs some time. But Briggs just standing there. What was that? All these knees to the head seem to have done permanent damage, guys, to Andrew. 1, 2, only a 2 count. I don't think Andrew's all there. I don't think he's fully with us. Maybe suffering from a concussion. The German suplexes in this match, man. I think that's like the 6th or maybe even the 7th. Swinging neck breaker, and both men are down. Alistair Knox has nothing left to give. Getting back up to his seat. Knox still looking up at the lights, having no idea where he is. Bateman, you juicy little fruit. The midst of this amazing United States Championship match where Briggs has refused to quit. Knox has had him dead to rights multiple times, but Andrew just will not stay down. But at this point, Briggs seems to be not all there. Hook and ladder, snake eyes. But Briggs, man, you gotta commend him. Even if you don't like him, which I don't know how you couldn't. Look at these strikes. That face breaker, Briggs, like a sack of stones. Falling into the canvas, but catches the knee again. Hook to the jaw now from behind. Alistair Knox sees him coming. What is this now? Another dragon suplex. Falls down to one knee. Andrew Briggs out of breath. Jumps into the pin to hook the leg. 2 count only. Briggs slowly but surely brought to his feet. Goes for a big punch to those precious few seconds Briggs is going to use to try to get his way back into this match, but Knox not allowing it. This match has become completely one-sided. And there it is, finally. Knox gets off that bicycle knee. He's been trying and trying this whole match. But even that is not enough. Third time, Alistair Knox cinches in the censorship, and come on, there's no way Briggs survives a third time. Are you kidding me? He's got, how? If we can see Knox's face, I have to imagine he's livid right now. How the hell does Briggs keep getting out? Why? And then backs into the corner and taunts. What the fuck? Briggs just won't tap. 1, 2. Catchphrase, only a 2 count. I have never seen anything like what Andrew Briggs exhibits. And this is the last like 10 minutes is nothing but a one-sided beatdown. But Briggs just won't stay down. Look at that. With another Snapdragon suplex, just immediately starts to move around. Briggs hardly able to even stand on his own regard. A United States champion closes in on him like a shark smelling the blood of its prey. In the water, circling for the kill, but instead it's going to be Briggs who goes to the top rope, perhaps his final chance. Oh my God! Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Briggs took the big shot and he missed. Went for that corkscrew sent on him as he hardly ever uses it. Oh my God, goes to the top again, following that pump handle single knee gutbuster. Briggs gonna try to go for it again, maybe. Perched up high, and there it is. Second time's the charm. The corkscrew senton. Can he get to the pin? Oh my God, Knox is out. Not moving, but Briggs can't make it to the pin. He's too tired. Wants to make sure Knox doesn't get lucky with the rope like he did earlier in the match. Was too much time wasted. 1, 2. Oh my God, imagine if Briggs had gotten to the pin right away. That might have been a 3 count. We might have a new United States champion. What a way to kick off the show. And Briggs again standing tall, valiant as ever. Unwilling to lose this match, or at least unwilling to tap. But that's not going to stop Alistair Knox from trying yet again. Fourth time, Alistair Knox has locked in the censorship. And if Briggs does not tap, oh my, Briggs escapes! The last 3 times he's just not tapped, but this time he actually escapes. How the hell? Facebuster bust, Knox open. Knox rolling to the outside. Oh my God. Knox getting to his feet. I thought Briggs was going to try to go for maybe a springboard. This is ridiculous. Hey, now there's a German suplex to Knox. Knox been hitting them all match long. Gonna go for that cut. Opened up on the forehead here of Aleister. This late into the match, with the United States Championship on the line, this is just the opening of the show. Briggs has got to do something, and that cut might be his ticket. I'll be honest, this match might have to be called off. Both guys not looking very good. They went through wars at Battle Scars 4. At a count of 6 right here, guys, if I were in Knox's shoes, I'd be like, fuck this. I'm just going to take the count out. And I think that might be what Knox is doing here. Count of 8, but Knox throws Briggs back into the ring. Very easily. Could have gotten the count out win. Retained his title. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. But enough is enough. Andrew Briggs surviving hell. Refusing to tap out. Even though he was locked in the censorship 4 times. Even escaping the last time. But Knox went all out on the outside there at the end. Somehow Briggs is back to his feet. And how can you not show respect after a match like that? Aleister Knox, Andrew Briggs shaking hands. Knox is still the United States champion. Well, after that ruckus start to the show, still got plenty more action to come, guys. And man, after that fight, who's going to step up to challenge Aleister Knox next week? Knox is very rarely a man to show respect like that. But again, how could you not? After that war, they just put each other through. But this is definitely going to be a big match for it. Bloody Justice, the former Fusion Tag Team Champion and CMV veteran, stacked up against some serious competition in the form of PJ Moon tonight. And this was originally supposed to see Chase Henderson battle PJ Moon, but Henderson had a bit of travel issues, could not make it to the arena in time. So luckily Bloody Justice was backstage doing, well, whatever Bloody Justice does in his spare time, and agreed to take the match on short notice. This is definitely going to be a clash of styles. Here comes... Wait a minute! PJ Moon was making his way to the ring, and that's Harvey Hastings, the former world champion. What the hell? He wasn't supposed to be here tonight. I thought he left the arena. Why is he attacking PJ Moon? Security coming out to drag Harvey away. We were supposed to get a match here, and I guess we are. The match is still going. Bloody Justice in the ring. What the hell? I mean, yeah, Murphy rings the bell, guys. This match is still going to go. Harvey Hastings, who lost his world championship at Battle Scars 4 to Jacob Ziegler. I thought he left the arena, just launched an attack on PJ Moon. But apparently Moon told Murphy that he was still ready to go before he could collect himself, though. Bloody Justice took it upon himself to capitalize. Why wouldn't he? But PJ Moon all over Bloody Justice like a monkey on a cupcake. What a super kick. Turns BJ, I should say, around. Catch him with that sleeper slam, man. Gotta respect Moon taking a beating like that there from Hastings and immediately still deciding to compete. But what the hell, man? I mean, we've seen PJ Moon taking a lot of shots at Harvey Hastings lately on Twitter, and Harvey Hastings losing his championship. We know he's not in a good mood, certainly not in his right mind, but attacking PJ for no reason. There's a nasty Hurricanrana DDT, but Bloody Justice not staying down for very long. Like I said, this is a huge match for Bloody Justice against a high caliber opponent. Certainly his chances are pretty high to win now after the assist from Hastings. PJ Moon, a part of that brutal Money in the Bank ladder match at Battle Scars 4. We know that PJ had a lot on the line in that match personally, and losing it, really been down on himself this past week. Was hoping to turn things around here. I don't think he was expecting to be punched in the back of the head. I have been told Harvey Hastings has been ejected from the arena by security. What the hell, man? Well, now PJ's got to focus, and he certainly is trying to do so here, because you don't want to underestimate someone like Bloody Justice, a former Fusion Tag Team Champion and a CMV veteran. Man, what a night already here on Fusion number 140. We've still got Shay Hoxton in action, still got Azriel re-debuting on Fusion, Jason Spade in action, and that huge main event, Ryan Kent gonna go one-on-one with Schmitty. Just 3 weeks left to go here in the season. This Sunday, remember, Genesis presents Anarchy Rules, an absolutely stacked card. You're not going to want to miss out on that. And of course, for the boys of Fusion, it all comes to an end at Retaliation. The final stream of the season is the Retaliation pay-per-view, Fusion exclusive. The night before that, NGW Departure. Well, PJ Moon hitting a kind of leaping lariat, botched it a little bit, but got enough damage off PJ Moon. Caught with an Irish whip, though. Watch out, referee Murphy. In my opinion, this match shouldn't even be happening. PJ should have been brought to the back to get checked on. We should have just gone on to the next match, and here comes Vintage Bloody Justice. Superplex into the ring, off the apron, turned into a Falcon Arrow. Oh no! The Spider Bomb! Oh my God, what an upset! 1, 2! Oh, can you imagine if Bloody Justice had knocked off PJ Moon right there? That would be one of the biggest wins of BJ's career. Oh, look at the dab of hope. Reigniting PJ Moon with the energy he needs here in this confrontation. PJ trying to keep his head above the water, but man, there's got to be so much on his mind. Like I said, he was already struggling with his loss in the Money in the Bank at Battle Scars 4, then attacked by Harvey Hastings, now being thrown to a brute like Bloody Justice. The legs wrapped around the waist. PJ doing a very good job squeezing at Justice's ribs, making it hard for him to breathe. Can't catch his breath. Into the pin, there goes Bloody Justice. Another close 2 count, but not a 3. Not what BJ needs here. Shoulder claw of doom applied by a big man like Justice. That is going to hurt you. BJ, though, fighting through the pain. Back up to his seat. Oh! Such a hellacious hook that it busted BJ wide open. There's that discus knee strike to follow through. 1, 2, 3, and PJ Moon, despite the odds, is victorious. A raunchous punch followed by that discus knee strike, and even after the attack by Harvey Hastings, Moon enduring the assault of Bloody Justice to walk out victorious. But again, why the hell did Harvey Hastings decide to attack PJ Moon of all people tonight? PJ Moon been calling Harvey Hastings out on Twitter for weeks now, but honestly, I thought that PJ would be the person furthest from Hastings' mind right now. Well, there's what did it right there. Bam! Discus knee strike, and BJ goes down for the count. Well, Harvey Hastings certainly got his shot off. But PJ Moon still stands the winner. Those hips don't lie. Him and Jacob Ziegler should have a dance-off. I'm sure PJ Moon's going to have something to say about that on Twitter. And now That's the big cue. Well, guys, up next, some coming our way. Excuse me. Quick drink of my agua. In a rematch from Battle Scars 4, the match that stole the show. An absolute 5-star encounter it was. Triple V coming out the victor after referee Murphy was considering throwing up the X and calling the match, giving Voice Vindy the win via referee stoppage, but instead Vindy pushed Murphy aside, hit a third vindication, and pinned Hoxton. Being the kind of man that he is, had plenty of excuses and actually went through this whole complicated process saying how, I can't even really explain it. You have to go and read it for yourself. But in the end, Shay Hoxton, in an interview with Lisa Evans, warped it that he came out the winner. And all week long now, earlier tonight, I heard him backstage talk about how he's 3-0, how he's unbeaten, and how he beat Voice Vindy at Battle Scars 4. Well, now he's going to get the chance to actually do it, as they go one-on-one yet again. But this time, Voice Vindy's not going to be alone, because the Anarchy Champion, the new CMV Anarchy Champion, Drake Dunn, is going to be ringside. Hoxton outnumbered here. And what kind of condition is Hoxton going to be in as well? Because remember, Voice Vindy, man, opened up those stitches that Hoxton suffered at the hands of Tyson Cage on last week's Fusion. The gambling man says it is not a bet, it is a guarantee that Fusion is going to be his in a matter of time. His conquest to shape this show and his image continues tonight, as he tries to legitimately get back at his rival. Yeah, they fought. PJ won. Welcome back, Albius. You know what? I think I have enough superstars who already hate me. I don't want to get some beef with Shay Hoxton, you know? I feel like Hoxton's the type of guy that knows people, you know? But Voice Vindy is certainly the kind of guy that knows people, because earlier tonight he was out here looking to recruit for his own mission to shape Fusion the way he wants it to be seen. And that's what originally started these two on a collision course against each other. They both have these missions to take over Fusion and make it a quote-unquote better place. Well, Voice Vindy doesn't want to be alone, whereas Shay Hoxton is trying to go all at it by himself. We already knew Voice Vindy and Drake Dunn were allies. They attacked Shay Hoxton last week, jumped him after his match with Tyson Cage. Now he's got Harvey Hastings at his back. Harvey Hastings, who we just saw attack PJ Moon for his match with Bloody Justice. So Shay Hoxton has got to have eyes in the back of his head. Dunn was supposed to be out here at ringside for this match, but I guess he's going to stay in the back as these two square off one-on-one again. See if they can pull off another banger. Shay Hoxton backing Vindy into the corner. A little bit of a test of strength and a clean break, surprisingly enough, between these two. Did not expect that. Grabbing a hold of the arm, Voice Vindy, a former global and world champion, took exception to Shay Hoxton saying that he's going to win the world title. Voice Vindy saying, open your eyes, Shay. There's bigger things at stake here on Fusion than winning a slab of gold. That slab of gold that Voice Vindy held just about a year ago. Nice trip up there by Shay Hoxton. Voice Vindy looking at him like, fuck you mean? Big kick to the chest, though, and Vindy goes right back down. Punch to the back of the head. Nice action roll. Of course, the whole reason that Shay Hoxton wanted to win the World Championship was to take it from Harvey Hastings. Now that Hastings isn't champion, I'm sure Hoxton still would like to win that world title, though. I mean, that's why pretty much every single superstar except for Voice Vindy, I guess, is in the business to win that world championship, to be atop the mountain. Of course, Jacob Ziegler is the man atop the mountain now, after a 3-year journey defeating Harvey Hastings at Battle Scars 4. The boyhood dream became a reality. New world champion, but man, how the show started. That was something to see. And if you didn't see what happened, recap it a little bit later on. But let's just say Jacob Ziegler has had a rough night. Will it be a rough night for Shay Hoxton again, as it was at the pay-per-view? Mounting Voice Vindy. So far, Hoxton been in control over the veteran. Stopped in the midsection as he's leaving the full mount up to the second turnbuckle. Now jumps for a little bit of a senton. Lateral press. A lot of pinfall attempts by Hoxton in this matchup. Goes for a dirty pin. Both these guys dirty heels. Vindy knows the tricks. He escapes. Drops down behind, though. Nice job by Vindy. Reverse DDT. Slapping the tit on the way down and everything. Now a pin by Vindy. What in the hell? Both these guys want this matchup to end real quick. Their match at Battle Scars 4, of course, was an absolute slobber knocker, so trying to get that quick paycheck here tonight. Don't get paid by the hour. Stop to the midsection though. Vindy, watch out, referee Murphy. They kick to the face, slingshot, leg drop to the back of the head, and Vindy is feeling it right now. Why wouldn't he? He knows he can beat Shay Hoxton. Didn't just beat Hoxton, beat the hell out of him. Again, Murphy, it seemed like Murphy was about to stop the match when a voice Vindy pushed him aside and decided he wanted to pin Shay instead. Slammed into the corner. Some power on display by Hox here. And now calling voice Vindy a loser. This is that Shay Hoxton attitude during the match, though. I don't know if it's such a good idea, especially against someone like voice Vindy, grabbing Shay by the arm, short arm, shoulder, block the snap of the leg. And now over the head. It should not bend that way. Ooh, wishbone. Elbow drop to the heart and a stomp to the bicep. Good Lord, voice Vindy just ripping Shay Hoxton apart limb by limb, targeting everything. No specific real mark in mind. Airplane spin. Sure makes Shay Hoxton dizzy. Gonna make Vindy dizzy as well as he backs into the corner, though. Vindy cocks the fist, looking to unleash the voice of the people. Shay Hoxton collapsing. Looks like he might be out of it. Does Vindy have another win in his pocket? One. Only a one count. Hoxton not want to take another loss. Yes, Hoxton, you would lose again. Not 3-0. Do not believe what Hoxton is telling you. You actually, oh, wait a minute! Vindy! Vindication! By the veteran to the pin. Does he have Hoxton beat again? 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. And voice Vindy can't see and believe it. I'm guessing he was hoping that the damage was still pouring over from their Battle Scars 4 battle. Their battle at Battle Scars 4. The fight they had, man, it was brutal. Both guys came out looking not too shabby, but especially Hoxton. I'm surprised Hoxton agreed to this match. You're right. I don't want to get Hoxton on my bad side. Oh, I think Hoxton may have been going for that choke of his. Looked like he was kind of setting up for a choke slam. Vindy reverses into a DDT, tries to go for a pin, but it gets a rope break, I do believe, there. What is this now? Discus, shall punch you. The decorated voice, Vindy. Methodical pace he's adopting now. Shay Hoxton, man, just might not be able to get one over Vindy. It might be his kryptonite. Walking right into that swinging neck breaker, though. Oh, now it's voice Vindy who tries for the dirty pin. Feet on the middle rope. Referee Murphy does not see it, but Hoxton, like, what you trying to do, homie? What you think this is? No way, says Hoxton. Reverse DDT. Oh, going to the apron, guys, and Hoxton might be setting up. Might be setting up for that springboard knee of his if Vindy gets clipped with this. Yeah, there it is. The dinner bell is rang. Vindy looking like he's in La La Land. Hoxton ain't content though, pouncing deep down inside. Hoxton knows that he lost at Battle Scars 4, and I'm sure on a personal level would love to even the score. Of course, then again, I mean, Hoxton might just believe all the garbage he spews. Walking right into a gut-wrench suplex. Vindy, oh, no. Voice Vindy in the corner, guys. Hoxton again. Caught with vindication. Numero dos, does Vindy have it? 1, 2, 3, he does. Voice Vindy again. Knocking off Shay Hoxton here tonight on Fusion. 2 times. Vindy gets the job done. I believe he countered the 21. Hoxton went for it, but Vindy said, I got other plans, fam. Out of the corner, vindication a second time, and Vindy does it again. Something tells me Voice Vindy has been called a rat many a times in his life. I can't wait to hear the excuses about this one from Hoxton. I'd say that, in a way, I agree with Hoxton. He should have competed here tonight at the condition he was in at Battle Scars 4, but he did. And nothing but his own fault, though. Surely he'll have somebody else to blame. But Voice Vindy does it again. I'm wondering where Drake Dunn was. He was supposed to be ringside here. Voice Vindy looking good. Meanwhile, how can Shay Hoxton come back from this? Sounds sexual. Gone sexual. Well, guys, up next here on Monday Night Fusion number 140. We're coming away as we go from one Shay to another. Because here we've got Jaquan Shay and Jay Mercer in action as they take on Shadow and Joey Diaz. Jaden Shadow finally going to even the odds of the back and forth he's been having with Jaquan Shay and Jay Mercer. Of course, last week, it really all started with the Trios Championship match, the Fusion. After it was the team of Jaquan Shay, Jay Mercer, and Jaden Shadow that challenged for the belts, but Jaden Shadow got pinned, and Shadow blamed Jay Mercer for the loss, said that he should have gotten into the ring and helped him out. The following week, eager to prove that he's not a weak link, Jaden Mercer, after Jaquan Shay interfered. And then, of course, that's exactly what he did again at Battle Scars 4 in the rematch. Jay Mercer to a victory over Shadow, but now Shadow's gotten some support, and Joey Diaz, the hot commodity, see if he could try to get something back from the Alliance and Mercer. Azrael, Jason Spade still to come, and what a main event as Ryan Kent will battle Schmitty, two of the all-time greats. Yes, Anarchy Rules is this Sunday. Brought to you by the Superstars of Genesis. September the 16th, this Sunday. And then 2 weeks from this Sunday is, 2 weeks, the weekend. 2 weeks from this Sunday, because Saturday will be NGW Departure. And then the season finale on Sunday will be Retaliation. And there he is, the former two-time Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shay, drafted back to Monday Night Fusion in the Superstar Shakeup and looking to take Jay Mercer under his wing, and so far it's been a very successful alliance. See if they can keep it up their first time actually teaming together. The news, of course, breaking at Battle Scars 4 that the Trios titles now officially have been retired. The Fusion Tag Team titles will be returning. New champs will be crowned at Retaliation. Maybe Shay and Mercer got their eyes on that prize. But for tonight, they got to focus on Jaden Shadow, who certainly has a score to settle. His partner in Joey Diaz, certainly nobody to turn your head at. I'd say there was more table spots in 2K15, really. 16, it wasn't a whole lot. And even then, I think there was only maybe 3 table spots ever in 2K15. Maybe like 1, 2 in 2K16. None in 17, I don't think, or this year. There he comes, the Prophet, a former NGW champion. Jay Mercer, as elegantly dressed up as always, has all the ladies clamoring to get a piece of that. But Jay Mercer certainly more than just a little snack, because he might just be one of the most ruthless superstars, not just on Fusion, but CMV in general, the entire landscape. His pile drivers, man. Jay Mercer does not care about injuring his opponents. We've seen that before. Remember, he put Pierre Thompson on the shelf for nearly a month earlier this season. Quan Che, Jay Mercer ready to go, and here comes the man whose life they've made a living hell as of late. Jaden Shadow's had enough, decided that there's no downside to getting himself some backup. Yeah, I remember, I think my favorite table spot was back in, I think it was Over the Limit. Was the second? It was the second Over the Limit on 15. And Timmy Boy, Tim LaFave put Quantum, then Omega Z, through a table with the Coney Island Cyclone and beat him. That was pretty nice. You like the cock tease, Topher? Jaden Shadow eager to make something of himself here on Monday Night Fusion. An opportunity he's been given by General Manager Yuri Sokolov, called up from NGW during the Superstar Shakeup. But so far, Shadow has had the numbers game stacked against him. Wants that to end here tonight. Let the record book show, Topher loves cock teases. Everybody's dropping money. Some bank robber was trying to run across the scaffolding or something and tripped. Bags of money falling during this entire match. Well, last but not least, we've not seen him, I don't believe, since Ascendant 6. He was a part of the Light Heavyweight Championship ladder match. That was most definitely a match that would take some recovering from, but now he is back. The hot commodity Joey Diaz returning to assist Jaden Shadow here against Shay and Mercer. Playing with some Monopoly money. Joey Diaz, one of the most highly sought after superstars. His time on NGW, but Yuri Sokolov scooped him up. There's obviously something very bright in this kid. A future he could have here as a part of the Monday Night Fusion roster. Ascendant 6 wasn't his night. He couldn't become light heavyweight champion. But I'm sure that Diaz has still got his eyes on the prize. take more than that to deter him. Let's see how he and Jaden shadow mesh as a team. Let's get it on. Jaquan Shea going to start things off against Jaden Shadow. Referee Murphy rings the bell, and here we go. Yeah, Jaden Shadow wasted no time exploding out of the corner. He has been biding his time, just waiting and waiting to get his hands on Jaquan Shea. Costing him 2 wins against Jay Mercer in the past couple of weeks. Ooh, now grabbing a handful of Wang down there. Not afraid to get his hands dirty. Dragging him out of the corner now by arm and leg. Brought up to his feet. Jaden Shadow going hard in the paint here against Shea, but the former 2-time Anarchy champion quickly going to put that to an end. Locking in like a figure 4 here. Oh, man. Jaden is not... Oh, Jesus. Just slap him. Punch in the knee to escape, then just a stiff old slap right across the face. There's a body scissors takedown. Jaden Shadow, smaller than your average competitor, but man, has he got a big heart. Very, very wild. Yeah, I've said that before. Do not let Jaden get going like he is right now. Jaquan Shea's paying for it. Jay Mercer already asking for the tag and sense that Shea's in trouble. And Jaden just allowing it. I think he wants to get his hands on Mercer here, but maybe that's a mistake because the Prophet comes in. Locked and loaded. Trio of knees right to the face. Ducks under the clothesline. Catches it though on the rebound. Jaquan Shea out of it on the outside. Mercer's all by himself. And Jaden knows that full well. Knee to the side of the head. And again, why not a third time? All things threes, as they say. Big Brit fan. To the apron now goes Shadow. Looks to fly through the air. Taking a big risk. Saying what up to Joey. Watching on. Ooh, slingshot spear. Going right through him. Jaden not done either. In the corner like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Mercer beginning to stir. Bitch slap. Lighten up Mercer's face at the 4th of July. And another one kick KO. About to pull it off. But Mercer with a last second save. Kicks out the knee. Ooh, running. Kick across the chest. And man, that did not look like it felt too good. Oh no, going low to where the sun don't shine, man. Referee Murphy very lenient when it comes to shots to the old dick and balls region. How about that combo? Forearm smash. Any average man would have been put out for a week after that. Shadow getting right back up. Jay Mercer having none of that. Neither here nor there. Spinning soul kick. The quickness of Jay Mercer, man, is what surprises me. A man his size. Not gargantuan or anything, but there's a little boot camp. Jaden trying to crawls over to Joey Diaz. Make that hot tag, but instead Jay Mercer looks to put him down for a 3rd time. That hammerlock DDT has been Jaden's kryptonite this past month. To the pin. 1, but there's Joey to make the save this time. Jaquan Shea not happy about it. Coming in like, what you gonna do about it? Meanwhile, Jay Mercer. Paint me like one of your French girls. Drop face first over the top turnbuckle. Jaden Shadow, man, it's not looking hot right now. Pele kick. Boot to the top of the dome, and Jaden drops hard. Hold up. Kick to the chest. Rolls out of the way, though. Right back in. Goes for a high knee. From behind. Seatbelt belly-to-belly suplex. Or not belly-to-belly, rather. German suplex. And Mercer again. Hammerlock DDT. Joey's got to get in there. The Prophet to the pin. Can Jaquan actually stop Diaz this time? Nope. Diaz is there for a reason. And Jaquan's had just about enough of it. Jay Mercer equally is miffed here. Wow. How dare you, Soul? The disrespect. Jay Mercer continuing to try to go for Joey Diaz here, certainly giving Shadow a lot of time to recuperate. Gonna try to make that tag though to Jaquan Shea. Can Jaden make the tag to Joey Diaz? He's trying to get there as he might, but Jaquan quick to stop him. Shot to the back of the head, then a Hangman's neck breaker. Guys, up next here on Monday Night Fusion number 140, our tertiary main event. More tag team action coming our way as we're going to see the Monsters in action. Yuri Sukunov and Markinton being told going to face off against an unknown team. Of course, we still got that main event as well. Ryan Kent and Shimidi. Mano a mano, Psycho Driver by Jaden Shadow to the pin of Jaquan Shea. Only a one count. I don't see people kicking out of Psycho Drivers at one very often. Knife. What the? Oh, gee, that wasn't even a hard knife edge chop. That was like the lightest knife edge chop I've ever seen. Jaden with the sell of the century. Can we clip that? There's the Kiwi Crushers from Jaquan Shea, the Mad Dog. Mercilessly lighting up that chest, that final kick right to the back of the head. Man, Jaden has to make a tag to Diaz in the next couple of minutes. Diaz hasn't even been in the ring yet. There goes Jaden. Can he? Oh, so close. But instead, Jaquan, great teamwork, I gotta say, by Shea and Mercer, but the brain buster, final nail in the coffin. These headshots to Jaden, man, they're gonna take their toll. I mean, Diaz again makes the save. These guys gotta do something about Diaz. They would have won the match a long time ago if not for Diaz continuing to break up the pins. Dropped over the top rope. There it is, finally! The tag made and Joey Diaz coming in with a head full of steam. Knee to the chest, that was weird. Misses the second time. Jaquan catches him. Irish whip off the ropes. No, nice drop toe hold. Oh, wow. The disrespect by Jaquan. Diaz not going to take that. Slaps the temples. And again with these knees. Are they knees? I'm not even sure. Ripcord knee strike. Jaquan Shea going limp as a wet spaghetti noodle. And Joey Diaz, there's no rest for the wicked. Gourd Buster GTS, take that knee to the face. Jaquan out like a light, nobody's home, but Mercer now is the one to play the hero. Saves the day, keeps the match going. The Prophet, though, going to pay for it. Him and Jaden Shadow getting into it. Diaz stays focused here on Shea. Reverse DDT. Just when you thought things were looking up here for Shadow and Diaz. Up by one knee, man. What's Shea playing up to here? Nothing pretty, I can tell you that much. Diaz not just going to sit there and take it. Jaquan, though, look at what? Jaden Shadow getting in the ring, trying to politely ask Jaquan Shea not to hit the brain buster. Well, luckily Joey Diaz is going to be able to kick out. There's the swag walk. Can we clip that also? After Joey Diaz has helped out Jaden so much in this match, just comes out and asks, hey, Jaquan, please don't hit that. That was great. Kick to the side of the head. Joey Diaz falls into the corner, the bad corner. Again, I have to compliment the teamwork of Shea and Mercer, man. They're looking like a well-oiled machine. Joey Diaz fighting as he may, working against the numbers game because Jaden Shadow, virtually no help on the apron. He's the one that went to Joey Diaz to try to aid him here in this fight against Shea and Mercer. Straight jacket DDT. Shea busted wide open. Of course, he's very familiar with those types of injuries as a two-time Anarchy champion, now telling Shea to suck it. Disrespect. Oh, tuning up the band. Jaquan Shea, not a big music fan, I've heard. Ducks the kick, though. And a clothesline. Shea is bleeding bad. Shea is bleeding really bad. Sweet chin music might have been the last chance for Joey Diaz to get the job done here. Knee to the back of the head, and as the blood just encompasses his entire face, Jaquan Shea, big smile. Kick across the chest. Joey Diaz to his feet, but I mean, his pride being showcased here, but you know what they say, pride before the fall. Nice counter by Jaquan Shea. Him and Diaz going back and forth, though. Beautiful back suplex, and it's Diaz now who desperately needs to tag to Jaden. Jaden's had a good while to rest up. Look at this. Going for it. Wow! Deadlift German suplex bridge to what? What? This match has been chock full of weird moments. Referee Murphy just took out Jay. I love how Mercer's selling it as well. Well, that's beautiful. What? What is happening? What? Murphy is definitely... I think Shea Hoxton actually might have been right. What the hell is happening? Well, now Jaquan tries to refocus. Brainbuster again to Joey Diaz. To the pin, but Jay Mercer's not there to back him up. 1, 2, and Jaden makes the save. Oh! Jaquan Shea not going to get away with it, though. I like how Mercer is still down. This is great. 10 out of 10 match here. Headbutt gets an elbow right to the face, though, instead. Where Mercer just die? Where'd he go? Diaz draping Jaquan Shea chest first over that top rope. Ripcord knee strike, man. No Mercer, but rope break. This is the 4th match of the night, Tim. You just missed Shea Hoxton, voice of Indy. We still got a lot to get to, though. But right now, this matchup might be coming to an end. Well, Jay Mercer is finally back up on the apron, but too little, too late. Can still make the save, and he does. This has been a wild ride so far, this tag match. Up next, more tag action. The Monsters, Gary Suckanov and Markinsell, going to be competing against an unknown team. I've not been told whom. We've also got Azrael going one-on-one with Jason Spade. And in our main event, a confrontation between Ryan Kent and Schmitty. Joey Diaz wipes the sweat from his face. This has been a hard-fought match thus far. Ooh, excuse me. Right across the chest, chopping down Shea, who continues to spurt blood, donning that proverbial crimson mask. Cotton tits. Wow, that disrespect. Jaquan Shea, even though his face is looking like that, like it ain't no thing. Well, Jay Mercer wants the tag, it seems, but Jaquan Shea intent on putting this matchup to rest himself. Another batch of the Kiwi Crushers. Over and over again. Head nearly sent off into the cheap seats. And wasting absolutely no time. Brainbuster numero trace. Do they finally have it in the bag? 1, 2. Oh, wow, okay. Jaden Shadow gets stopped. Jay Mercer busted him open. I don't know with what. It was off screen. Oh, no. The pile driver. Oh, and rip in peace, Jaden. I don't think he's getting back up again, guys. This has turned into a handicap match. And even though Diaz is fighting valiantly, he can't have much left. Especially in a 2v1 situation. But still he does. Still he does. Ripcord knee strike. Shea goes down. Joey Diaz a little bit too busy having some fun. Yes, Voice of Indy did win. Once again over Shea Hoxton. Reportedly, Shea Hoxton backstage saying that Murphy got paid off. And after watching this matchup, I might agree with him a little bit. Joey Diaz, though, looking for that upset. The numbers stacked against him doesn't matter. Gourdbuster GTS. Jay Mercer can't even watch as Joey drops into the pin. 1, 2, but Jaden's not there. Joey Diaz is like, for fuck's sake, what do I gotta do here? Jaden on the apron, man. Joey should make a tag. What's he doing? Just okay. Gonna grab Jaquan's arm and leg. Giving him a, how do you do? What is he doing? Just circling Jaquan Shea here. Ooh, maybe get a bit of tag action. Tries to, but Jaquan not going to allow it, and instead is he... Oh! Yes, please. There we go. What Jaden needs, man. Just needs a little bit of support, a little bit of backup. Someone watching him. Someone having his six, you know? Desperately trying for that tag. Jaquan not making it easy, though. Yeah, might have to bring... Hopefully we can bring back Slappy next season. Should replace old Perry White over on NGW and Genesis, too. All these refs in CMV. Oh, hot tag. Here comes Jaden. The tag made to Jay Mercer as well. Drop kick. Goes for a high knee. Maybe Jay Mercer a bit quicker. Not quick enough to stop that drop kick again. And that high knee once more misses. That seems to... Oh! Clothesline to the outside. You've missed quite a few great moments, Bateman. Just say that much. Maybe he wanted to take the count out, win. Nope. Joey Diaz still out of it here in front of the announce table. Oh, no, there he is. Joey Diaz. Quick recuperation. Yeah, Shea is bleeding bad. Matchup might have to get called off right now on a count of 3 by referee Murphy. Oh, the fight going up the ramp. We might be getting I don't know what kind of count out. Maybe a double count out. These two guys have such disdain for each other. They just don't even realize that they're fighting on the ramp here. Oh! On the LED! Heyman, bringing my shadow to the profit. Jeez Louise. And thrown down towards the ring. Where's Jaden going? What's happening here? Count of 8. Well, now Jaden's going to try to break the count. 9. And Jay, saving his team as well, immediately comes in trying to bring the match to an end. Look at Jaden like this bitch right here. He's bleeding too. And right in front of Jaquan, Jaden looking to hammer that final nail to the coffin. Spear! And as Jaquan trying to give Mercer as much time as he can by distracting Murphy, the pin is made. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Too much time. Jaden's not happy about it. Are those mom jeans? I don't think so. Is this what moms wear? They wear wrestling tights? I want to see that, Mom. Well, there's a 1-kick KO, and Jaden not giving up on pinning Mercer here. Butterfly DDT. This would feel oh so good. That's going to be a rope break, though. Yeah, very obvious rope break. Joey Diaz coming in just to make sure that Shea stays at bay. Jaden putting the work to Jay Mercer, man. I don't think I've ever seen a beating like this. Jaden, the energy coursing through his veins. They look like jeans? I don't think they look like jeans. Maybe they are jeans and we're all just living in a simulation. Well, Jay Mercer in the blink of an eye aggressively retakes control. Forearm smash. Jaden gets his clock cleaned. Reel him in DDT now, just for extra points. The cherry on top. Ooh, Jaquan Shea should have that entrance next season. Jaquan Shea, baby! That's great. What an idea. But Jaden Shadow has an idea as well. It spells out another spear. Doesn't want to risk that rope break, though. Jaquan Shea, I'm not sure he even knows what's going on. Can he come in and make the save? Joey Diaz maybe going to be able to stop him. He does. But how the hell does Mercer kick out? What? What the hell, man? Well, Jaquan dispatched by Diaz. Diaz about to give us that disqualification, though, if he doesn't get out of the ring. He does. Cutting it close, though. Slingshot spear. Now we get a one-on-one. Only momentarily. Lion Salt, though. The Prophet on spaghetti legs. Jeez. You blinked just now. You missed that. Wicked combination by Shadow. Mercer, though, throws off a punch to the gut. This team's throwing down. The DDTs by Jay Mercer lately. Are we gonna tilt the world DDT? It's again with that forearm smash. Yeah, Shea definitely stealing the show right now. Well, might get the match won. Mercer bridge pin. Oh, out of the German. So close, but no cigar. Look at Jay Mercer eyeing Diaz. Fuck out of here, he says. Making his odds better because I think he has plans to bring this match to an end. Great work by the Prophet. Will Jaden fall into the trap? I think he will once again. Shea and Mercer are going to get the better of Jaden Shadow. 1, 2, 3. Shea and the Prophet. Man, what a great team they made. This is gonna be a dangerous alliance. Mark my words, they've already proved as much. Three for three. Even with backup, Jaden Shadow not able to get one up over Jaquan Shea and Jay Mercer. This was great. Jaquan Shea hitting Joey Diaz with the brainbuster. Jaden came in to try to talk him out of it. The diplomatic solution. Again, guys, the Fusion Tag Team titles are returning, and these two made a hell of a team. Maybe they've got their eyes on the goal. Look at Jesus, Shea. Gotta hit the medicals office real quick. Meanwhile, Jay Mercer, pristine. Don't get it twisted, though. He took his licks in that match. Still standing tall, though. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that means. But still a lot to get to here, guys. An episode of 140 of Monday Night Fusion. And still to come, Azrael makes his Fusion re-debut as he takes on Jason Spade in the co-main event. And then that main event collision between Ryan Kent and Schmitty going to be one to see. But up next, we've got more tag team action. Monsters, Guri Sukhanov and Markentel going to be competing. Of course, it was at Battle Scars 4. They, alongside Damien, challenged the Good Brothers for the Trios titles, but ended up taking the L. The Good Brothers, the last ever Trios champions, the Fusion Tag Team titles will return. Reinstated, new champions will be crowned at the season finale, Retaliation, in 3 weeks. So you know that every team on Fusion Gonna try to better themselves in the eyes of General Manager Yuri Sokolov to get into that match. And that's exactly what the Russian Ogre and the Big Red Machine. All right, Topher, where's Don Bishop? Huh? So here we go. Just got done seeing some tag team warfare. Hopefully we get some more. I do not envy whichever team may be stacked up against these two. Alongside Damien, they weighed in over 1,100 pounds. These two alone, though, over 800. Still nothing to shake your head at. The CMV veteran Mark Cantel, former Anarchy champion, that man right there, Big Red Machine, accompanied by the Russian Ogre, former International and Alpha World champion. These two looking to quake the Fusion tag team landscape. And Mark Cantel certainly dropping some big news earlier tonight, saying that this season is going to be his last. So if that is to ring true, then these are the final 3 weeks we're going to be able to see Mark Cantel. Maybe he wants to end his career on a high note, try to win those Fusion tag team titles at Retaliation alongside Guri. So far, General Manager Sokolov has not said which two teams will be competing for the titles at the pay-per-view in 3 weeks. What up, PJ? Pushing Marco in 2018. Shake my head. After pushing Ringo Max. Cop loves his legends. So let's see what team is going to be stacked up against Guri and Mark Cantel here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? Oh, man! Holy shit! It's the Street Gods! The former unmatched tag team champions, guys. Anthony Brown and Curtis Heist, the Street Gods. What the hell are they doing here? Showing up on Monday Night Fusion. What the? These guys, an accomplished team over on a match. Like I said, former unmatched tag team champions. Anthony Brown in his own right, a former television champion. Curtis Heist actually was a part of Fusion at the very start of this season. He left after that best of 5 series with Percy Simmons. But what the hell are they doing here? They're Street Gods in action against the Monsters, and Curtis Heist starts things off against Guri Sukhanov. Cheeky jab and unloading. And then going after Mark Cantel. Damn, Curtis Heist got them shots for everybody. Oh, does not like Mark Cantel, it seems. Good God. Knocking him off the apron. Ooh, now we can resume that best of 5 series, Bateman. That's what everybody's been waiting for. Over the top rope challenge, please. Well, Guri shoving Curtis Heist back, getting into the ring as Mark Cantel recuperates on the outside. I saw the Street Gods here on Fusion. That is awesome. I guess they heard the Fusion tag team titles were coming back. They wanted to get their hands on them. Well, there's vintage Dirty Christ. Dirty Christ. That's definitely a call name. Dirty Christ debuting next season. Dirty Heist. That street knowledge of his, doing what he's got to do to win a match, unsheathing that turnbuckle, exposing the steel as he beats the holy hell out of Guri with these mounted lefts and rights. Heist backing into the corner, stamping his feet, marking his territory, returning to CMV's flagship show with his cousin, Anthony Hunt. Stomped down out of the head. And Heist just pulled up off the canvas. Heist certainly ain't no little guy. This dude pushing probably 280, 290, jacked as the day is long. I think Gary's trying to make a tag to Marcantel. He does. Marcantel and Heist gonna clash, and apparently Heist has some sort of personal grudge we don't know about against Marcantel. Curtis not looking too great right now. The fusion debut of the Street Gods. Marcantel pulling Curtis into a Hell's Gate submission holder, a triangle for the layman. Look at that power. Now Marcantel is 300 plus pounds. That is impressive. Just thrown across the ring there. And guys, we have a tweet here from Voice Vindy who says, I spoke with Marcantel and Guri last night, offered them a high ranking in Bastion, yet they turned me away. I don't know whether to respect their independence or pity them. When your careers fail, don't forget I offered you salvation. So Voice Vindy apparently earlier tonight and recruiting Harvey Hastings is Anthony Brown, now the legal man, hitting Marcantel with that beautiful moonsault DDT. Not done recruiting, trying to enlist Marcantel and Gary Suckenham. Didn't go his way though. Look how Marcantel is, I think, actually taller than Anthony Brown while he was kneeling. Interesting that Vindy has nothing to say about what happened earlier tonight. I guess what can you say? Knocking off Shea Hoxton. Jawbreaker though, Anthony Brown. Look, that is what made them unmatched tag team champions. What fantastic teamwork. Punch to the back of the head, then Brown catches Marcantel with the Hurricane Rana. However, hot tag to Guri now. And Brown is in hot water. I've never seen someone hit a jumping elbow drop on a standing opponent. That was interesting. Ugh. Can you bring back Buck? I'll bring back D3 next season. Bateman, let's do it. Fusion tag team right there. D3. Damian Devitt Dawson, Buck Hollywood, back together again. The greatest alliance of all time. Anthony Hunt, though, beating the hell, so I can't believe I was saying that, surprisingly, out of Guri Suckenham ringside, while Marcantel bit out of it. Count of 5, though. With the Fusion Tag Team titles returning at Retaliation in 3 weeks. As I said, every single tag team clamoring to get a spot in that match. I think that's what Gentleman Jerry Suckenham is waiting for, to see which teams impress him. Ooh, Meteora by Anthony Brown, who, like I said, accomplished in his own right as well, a former television champion on Unmatched. Tag to Marcantel now. The Big Red Machine, one of the OG monsters in CMV, immediately toppled with a code breaker. Double knees to the face, and Marcantel Timba shaking the entire arena as he plummeted down to the canvas. Kneeling position, Brown charging up full speed, rebounding, but Marcantel was ready for him with that drop toe hold. Drop toe hold by Anthony Brown. Yet another beautiful dashing call that Cop just spit on. What a travesty it was. Marcantel grabbing a hold of Brown's arm here, yanks him in for that short arm shoulder block. The Street Gods so far in this match against the Monsters have been very, very impressive. Dominating the better part of the bout. Lion Salt now by Brown, obviously much, much more athletic than his cousin Heist out on the apron, who brings the power and that street knowledge. Oh my God, do not tell me Anthony Brown. I don't think you want to get on the bad side of Marcantel. This is exactly how you get on the bad side of Marcantel. Wins or not. Oh, Guri with the save of the century. Wow. Mark, they're going to have to thank Suckenham later on tonight for that. Punch to the back of the head. Drop toe hold now by Big Mark, trying to psych himself up, knock off the cobwebs. Irish whip to the corner. Big man chugging on with a head full of steam. Clothesline in the corner to the opposite side of the ring. Now another big clothesline. Staggering out. Don't even know if he knows where he is right now. Sit out sidewalk slam. And just like that, things for the Street Gods have turned sour. Belly to belly to that. That was a weird pin transition. Only a 1 count though. Headbutt. Mark Angel staggers back. This might be Brown's opportunity to close in. A little bit too slow though. Martel's gonna make him pay for it. Choke slam. Nope. Brown shuts that shit down. Elbow to the side of the head again and again. Jumping cutter deflected. Get to the midsection. Grab by the head and taken for a walk. Not one through the park either. One through hell. One through razor blades. A park of nightmares. Mark Natal trying to make his way around Brown here, tagging Gurry. The Monsters doing a very good job now late in this tag team match to come back. Build up some momentum against the Street Gods who have had their number thus far. Mark Natal struggling to hang on. The apron there. Grueling so far. European Uppercut, the Street Gods on Monday Night Fusion. Super excited to have them, but they might not be so excited about what to happen there. What the frick frack? Gurry just tossing Anthony Brown around like a goddamn baton. That's some school march or something in the band. That is 400 plus pound leg drop across the elbow. Yeah, no thanks. Frequent tags by the Monsters, keeping themselves fresh, especially as bigger men, as the matchup goes on longer and longer. Oh, winding up the bow. No! Caught and thrown away by Brown, who tries to follow through with a barrel roll. Marcantel sidesteps that and a earth-shattering back suplex. Not going the way that he wants it to. Marcantel trying to end the match there. Now it's going to continue on. Brown still in trouble, however. Made that big reversal. Couldn't follow up on it. Pinpoint knee drop by Big Mark. Grabbing him by the fro. Looking him in the eyes. Brown's ready for him, though. Arm drag. Try for one there, but Marcantel was quicker. Front headlock and a hold him in place, forcing Brown to exert his energy. What was that? Whatever it was. Brown makes him pay. Sunset flip powerbomb to pin. Here comes Heist to take out Gurry. Lutez press and right hammers just coming down like thunder. Where's Brown going? To the top rope, wanting to fly across the ring. What the hell is this? Oh, corkscrew moonsault. Gonna try to go for it there. Marcantel not so keen on the idea. Gonna make Brown pay. Power bomb. Anthony, though, not going down without a fight, and that's something you can always respect. To the top rope, he goes again. No quit, this kid. And this time he'll get it. Corkscrew, moonsault, 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though, and Gurry just got back in the ring. Heist's gonna take him out again. Busted him open that time as well. Oh, and a spinaroonie by Anthony Brown. Entertaining duo, can't say that they're not. The Street Gods on Fusion. Looking to bring home the victory in their debut. Whoa! The former television champion. Building his way up. Oh, what happened there? Both guys going for something. Blew right past each other. Uh-oh. Tag to Gurry, and the Monsters have had just about enough of the Street God shenanigans. Curtis Heist can't even bear to watch as his cousin is struck with Thunder Valley. The two Goliaths just... Well, that was easy enough. Heist comes into the ring, stomp, goodbye. Now gonna pay for it. At least Gurry tried to throw a shot. Curtis Heist deflects. Now just staring at him like, try it again, bruh. Double dog there, yo. Gurry seems to be asleep on his feet, though. He is going to try again. There you go. Second time's the charm to the outside. Anthony Brown now alone against two gargantuan competitors, and I think the Monsters are going to try for Thunder Valley again. Brown has another idea, but we're not going to see it come to fruition. Charges Gurry, then says, wait a minute. Like we're running into a brick wall. Alabama slam. Gurry is out of it. The 400-pounder needing a quick nap. Hot tag to Curtis Heist meantime. And right into a big boot. Whew, that couldn't have gone worse. Now Anthony Brown is dead on the outside. Curtis Heist, though, takes it with a pinch of salt, goes for an elbow stamp, hook to the jaw from behind. Nope, escapes the waist lock. Enzu Lariat, leaping Enzu Lariat. Know about Heist. He has got a hell of a right hook. You do not want to get caught with that. Of course, Gurry is known for having a hell of a right hook, too. There it is. The pop-up, you punch it. Into the pin, though, he goes. 1, 2. 2 count only. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Gurry sucking off, treating Curtis Heist like he's a child. Tag to Markentel now. Curtis Heist reeling him in. Heist. Pull! Oh, clothesline. I thought he was going for a punch. I thought he was going for his punch there. 1. Oh. 1 count only. Gurry makes the save, but Brown on the job. Oh, no. No. Double by the Monsters. Brown taken out with Gurry's sit out last try powerbomb. Don't think he's getting back up. Meanwhile, Markentel countered a scoop slam or something by Heist into a kind of like a body splash. The Monsters, just like that, take control. Great teamwork by the Monsters in this matchup. The Street Gods as well, but especially Gurry and Markentel. Markentel looking down at Brown, going to make sure that he stays down as Gurry looks to wrap this up. Sends Heist into the corner. And Mamma Mia. Clothesline, flattening Curtis Heist like a bug. Off the windshield, high velocity. The Russian Ogre. Pop-up punch again. That jaw hanging on by a thread. 1, 2. No! Curtis Heist clamping down on his grill. Stays alive, but how alive? I do not know. Jesus, man. Heist could not be getting used to throwing around like that. There's Anthony Brown finally back up on his apron, and Heist could certainly use the tag right about now. Forearm smash. Gurry backs away. That gives Heist just a little bit of room to work. But even that little bit of room is not enough. And Gurry sucking up. Now going for a stretch muffler. The leg of Curtis Heist getting bent around the neck. But look at the upper body strength of Curtis Heist to curl himself up. Punches to the top of the head. Gurry getting rocked as the blood drips out of that cut on his forehead. Tag to Markentel, though. And the big red machine flying through the air. Flying Markentel. Assisted cross body. Heist looking over to Brown, wanting the tag, needing the tag. Marcantel, though, shuts him down. And another flying Marcantel. Elbow drop that time. Curtis Heist. Certainly not all there right now. Oh, huge powerbomb. Dragged by the arm, completely limping. Marcantel just having his way. With one half of the Street Gods here, the former unmatched tag team champions. As if Heist is a ragdoll. Look at Marcantel go. The strength that Marcantel exhibits truly is phenomenal. A trio of deadlift gut-wrench suplexes. All I know is that Heist has got to do something and something big in the next couple of minutes. Otherwise, this matchup is going to go home with the Monsters. Another powerbomb, man. This is just a backyard beating at this point. Heist, though, down but not out. Shrug to the midsection. That's his opening. Marcantel not going to let him take it, though. Coloss. Marcantel hooking the leg to pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Anthony Brown forced to watch from the apron. He can't do anything else unless Heist makes a tag. And look at that, gouging the eyes. Marcantel does not care. Tag now to Guri, attempted anyhow, but a Heist with a boot to the side of the head. Single knee, and again to the center, just like a bag of garbage. But thrown right into the hands of Brown. Hot tag, and here comes Anthony. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Clip that right there. Mwah. Marcantel went high, Brown went low. They missed each other. Now to the top rope. Brown flies. Oh, but again he misses. Marcantel got hit with that earlier. Said, nah, not again. Punch to the back of the head. It is a $1 Million Dream Slam. Or a Cobra Clutch Slam, if you will. I guess is the real technical name of it. Sleeper slam by Anthony Brown, even though he didn't get off that corkscrew moonsault. Sneaker to the back of the head, stomp to the base of the skull. Saying what up to Guri, hello. That's a great strategy. And Guri's not going to let that happen, or is he? No, he's not. Didn't think so. Face first off the apron went Brown. Marcantel now just chilling out. Still dazed and confused. While Guri works on Brown. Stretch muffler, much like Curtis Heist got earlier in the match. Kind, powerful cheesecake. That's a great name. And as Marcantel tries to rest up a little bit, Guri throwing Brown back into the ring, almost like a lamb to the slaughter. Leg drop, Marcantel foaming at the mouth as if a rabid animal. Can't wait to tear into his prey here. Irish whip now into the corner of the Monsters. What do they have planned here? The 400-pound Russian Ogre. Body splash, then thrown out to Marcantel for a clothesline. How hyped up they are. Just via a typo. I mean, it's Guri Sokolov and Yuri... Wait, no. I don't even know. It's Yuri Sokolov and Guri Sokolov. Maybe they are related. Maybe they lived across the street as children. Who knows? Everybody in Russia names their kid the same thing, you know? That's just how it be sometimes. Anthony Brown desperately wants to make a tag, or at least get to his corner. Guri not allowing him to do so. Might not have a choice, though. Counters the Irish whip. Shoulder to the midsection. Yeah, tag teams taking over the show tonight. Anthony Brown, I don't know what he's setting up for, because Curtis Heist is all over Gurry right now. Like peanut butter on jelly. Oh, look at those feet. What moves? Scotty Tuga. Gurry's in a bad part of town right now. Numbers against him, but beating the hell out of everybody. That's what the former Alpha World Champion do. Oh, no, not on the concrete. Oh, Alabama slam on the concrete here behind the announce table. Good God. What? Anthony Brown taking it in stride. Hurricane Rana to Gurry out of the concrete. I don't even know what the ref's count is at right now, guys. Oh! On the chair! Anthony Brown, oh, gut wrench slammed onto the chair. And a count of 8, I think, guys. 9. Can either man get back into the ring? No, I don't think so. 10. It's a draw. The monsters, the Street Gods, beating the hell out of each other. Double count to a draw. Was getting back up after Gurry, not allowing him to get the count out win, but it goes to a draw. I think that might be the first draw we've had this entire season. Well, where do we go from here? Neither team stands victorious. Both teams, though, certainly incurring their wounds of war. Well, guys, before we return to the action here on Monday Night Fusion number 140, get into our co-main event. We're going to go one-on-one with Jason Spade. And, of course, our main event is Ryan Kent will battle Schmitty. We're going to get a word from El Valentino, who we have not seen since Ascendant 6 and as a part of the Light Heavyweight Championship ladder match. The mystery man has got something on his mind, something to say. I'm going to share it with us. Azrael Hoxton, CMV veteran, making his Fusion re-debut after getting drafted in the Superstar Shakeup. Definitely going to be a big test for Jason Spade. Azrael, of course, a former 2-time international champion, a former Fusion Tag Team champion, but there he is. The question mark himself, the mystery man, the masked crusader, the luchador extraordinaire, El Valentino. Let's see what's putting pressure to the mind of Valentino. Oh, no. Oh, El Valentino just unloading out of frustration on the Sea of Universe, calling them rotten eggs, spoiled milk. Valentino, savage AF right now. Wow. El Valentino, I mean, I guess the loss at Ascendant 6, not winning the Light Heavyweight Championship, got into his head. Well, El Valentino, look at these motions he's making as well. Obviously very, very upset and calling down a challenge. He wants competition. El Valentino now talking trash about General Manager Yuri Sokolov, calling him dumb. This is Very reminiscent of someone I know. I feel like I've heard like this exact rant before. El Valentino, very entitled. I'm not seeing this attitude from him since he debuted. But wait a minute. El Valentino staking his claim to success. What the hell? El Valentino taking his leave from the Fusion ring after absolutely obliterating the CMV universe, management, everybody. Nobody was safe from that verbal beatdown by Valentino. But wait a minute, guys. Valentino now atop the ramp. What's he do? Wait a minute. I think he's going to do it, guys. I think Valentino is going to take off his mask. It's Adam. What the time? The Go Genesis earlier this season by General Manager Castlefave. He got the pink slip. And the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, Adam Valentine, has been behind the mask this entire time. I can't believe it. I never thought for a second. How? How could it be? Man, I was so blind. I didn't think at all. I thought it might be Master Fusion or something. This is the shock of the century. Now that rant makes more sense. Now that rant makes perfect sense. So I thought it sounded kind of like Adam Valentine, but Adam Valentine is back, masquerading as El Valentino this entire time for months. But I guess this no longer. Well, guys, up next, I'm actually very dumb because Hardline did just remind me. I've been talking all night about how this is Azrael's re-debut on Fusion and that he was drafted to Fusion in the Superstar Shakeup. But I got it backwards. He was drafted to Genesis and is soon going to making his re-debut on Genesis. This is his last Fusion match. Was still under contract when Gentleman as Yuri Suklov made this match. Forgot about that. So this is Azrael's final Fusion match. Not re-debuting. It's his farewell. It's his how do you do in another life. Let's see if he can pack his bags and head off to Genesis for greener pastures with a victory. Still definitely the same can be said that Azrael is going to be a big test for Jason Spade. Boa, a former 2-time international champion and former Fusion tag team champion. We're not seeing Azrael in quite a while. Not since Ascendant 6. He's a part of the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. The bona fide movie star is ready to get back to action, though. Real action. Actually has his sights set on the light heavyweight championship he's been talking a lot about once he's officially set on Genesis. Savage. Forget about Adam Valentine being savage AF. Alvius coming in here with the fire. We want Valentino. Azrael. I like these new digs. If I do say so myself, I'm a bit of a fan. Who made him those threads? Well, we know that his opponent here tonight, Jason Spade, who made a shocking debut at the top of the month, has hit a bit of a rough patch. 2 losses back-to-back against Adam Scott last week on Fusion, and then at Battle Scars Force. You know that Spade is eager to get back on track. Martin doesn't take cases anymore. He's a constable now. He's got bigger things to worry about. Well, speaking about Battle Scars 4, as Jason Spade makes his way out here, we all know it was the night that Jacob Ziegler realized his boyhood dream, a near 3-year journey, scratching and crawling to get to the undisputed championship, to reach the mountaintop. And of course, he finally did get the job done in defeating Harvey Hastings. But of course, the celebration was cut short as Pierre Thompson, out of anybody, he would have been the last person I would have ever thought to do something as heinous as that, ruining the biggest moment of Ziegler's life and beating him down. Even, I thought for a moment he might even put his hands on Quinn Bell, not reminiscent of the Pierre Thompson I know, the Pierre Thompson that I was friends with. I doubt if I tried to hit him up right now, he'd be very friendly to me. I'm not even going to attempt it, especially after what we saw now earlier tonight. It's Pierre Thompson came out here to, quote-unquote, explain his actions, and, well, in a way, I kind of sympathize with him, because he said that Jacob Ziegler has always stolen the spotlight. I deserve this opportunity long ago. I'm the one who's been scratching and crawling. I'm the one who should have gotten the World Championship shot. I beat Hayden at Ascendant 6. I put Hayden down under a minute. I should have faced Harvey Hastings. And, well, at the end of the day, jealousy is what drove Pierre Thompson to do what he did. But knowing Jacob Ziegler and how prideful he is, Ziegler came down to the ring bandaged up, almost looking like a mummy. Certainly should not have done so. And, well, that was very evident as he charged to the ring. And Thompson just immediately did exactly what he did to him at Battle Scars 4, beating him down without mercy. That same steel chair he used to crack over Ziegler's skull at the pay-per-view, he used to just wail on Ziegler here earlier tonight. And so much so that Ziegler was not even conscious. And, well, that's the exact opportunity that MLP saw. Michael Lee Pratt, who at BF4 won the Money in the Bank ladder match, making history as the first ever 2-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner. And MLP cashed in Money in the Bank, handed his briefcase to Murphy. The bell rang, and the match began. But again, Thompson, doing something completely out of character, went back to the ring, used that steel chair to knock out MLP, dragged Ziegler on top of Pratt, and Murphy made the pin. Ziegler retained his championship. MLP cashed in and lost. Pierre Thompson actually retaining the World Championship for Jacob Ziegler. I can't even begin to fathom what is going through Pierre Thompson's head. First he attacks Ziegler, then he saves him. The only reason Ziegler is still champion is because of Thompson. And MLP no longer is Mr. Money in the Bank. At least Nick Blake no longer alone on the hall of failed Money in the Bank cash-ins. But there are so many questions on my mind that I want to ask, but I don't really know how to ask them. And this match has now gotten underway. Azrael and Jason Spade toe-to-toe, and obviously Azrael, the bigger man between these two. A lot of advantages Azrael has over Jason Spade heading into this one. And there we go, exposing the top turnbuckle, the steel that lies beneath. Being a dirty heel is one of them. Jason Spade, though, you know him, you know his work. You followed his career, you know exactly. Listen to the ovation he gets from the fans just by looking at them. They are certainly behind him here. I will still always bring up Nick Blake first. Outside of the ring, Jason Spade using his environment expertly, trying to tear apart Boa. Face first off the announce table, liked it so much the first time, wants to do it again. Why not? And that's when you know you've got a phenomenal superstar on your hands. Somebody who, no matter what environment they are dropped into, they can handle themselves. Using their surroundings as a weapon, almost like a tag team partner. Jason Spade doing just that as now he goes to the top rope. And Spade perhaps looking for the kill shot here on Azrael. There it is, double knees to the gut, but Azrael moving out of the way. Not able to capitalize on the reversal, however. I mean, Jason Spade keeps missing that move. That's going to do some, over time, do some damage on his knees. Blockbuster, beautiful. There by Azrael. Pulled a Nick Blake. That should be an accolade for Nick Blake. He should go around talking about that. Oh! The exposed steel of the turnbuckle. I had actually forgotten about it already. And Jason Spade chest first, then backing into almost like a teardrop, but I think that might have been a rope break, because I highly doubt Spade would have kicked out of that at 1. The wrestling god smiling down on Spade here, but certainly his chest has got to be on fire. Poke of the leg here by Spade. Interesting move. Well, and you got some 1 count. Like I said, Spade coming off of 2 consecutive losses to Adam Scott last week's Fusion and at Battle of Scars 4. So you know that Spade is very, very eager to try to get back on track here as he begins to pave his way in CMV. Twisted, though, definitely put up a fight against Adam Scott. They won match of the night at the pay-per-view, and they opened the show. They were on the pre-show. That just tells you the caliber of superstar Jason Spade is as he pulls the trigger out of the corner. Knee trembler catching Asriel right in the side of the head. What a going away gift for Asshole, as now Spade lines up his shot in vintage Spade, looking for the Lansenberg lobotomy surely, but Asriel obviously did his homework. Action roll by Spade as a smaller man able to outmaneuver Asriel here, crucifix into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Bless Hoxton giving me these names. Senton, oh, too sweet me, baby. Jason Spade, a big Click fan. I think him and Xander Slate would get along. Probably not. And then Asriel must definitely not get along, but I'll tell you right there, Jason Spade making a big mistake. I don't know why he was giving Asriel so much time, but for a veteran of the craft like Asriel, a 2-time international champion, former Fusion Tag Team champion, that's a no-no. But whatever Az was going for, Jason Spade had it scouted, not that snapmare. Elbow right to the top of the head, pointed. Trying to crack open the skull, and now into a lateral press. 1. Only a 1 count. Jason Spade face down on the mat. Things are not looking up for him. You know, people coming to CMV often thinking that it's going to be easy pickings for them. They think the landscape is going to be, you know, they see these opponents and they go, oh, I'm going to be successful here. I'm going to make something of myself. Or they come from some other place and they obviously think highly of themselves. But CMV's got that high level of competition. Jason Spade's already had that experience firsthand when it came to Adam Scott. What's up, Hellish? Welcome back. Co-main event. We've still got Ryan Kemp versus Schmitty to come up next. And right now, Jason Spade is having some trouble working against Asriel. And Asriel's last Fusion match before he becomes a full-time Genesis superstar. Hands on his hips, man. Asriel is tired. Kick to the top of the head. Flat into the corner with that clothesline. But right back up to his feet. And Asriel now, what he tried for earlier. You go for a jackhammer? Oh no, a suplex, vertical suplex. I was going for a jackhammer for a minute. I was going, oh. Big powerhouse Asriel here. Lateral press though, Spade in the corner, looking like he's close to a rope break. Not quite, gets out at 1. Kick to the back and kick to the chest. Asriel, I think, is very, very often underestimated, and it's a kind of a slight, I think. It shouldn't be. He's a great competitor. Has the potential to be like a world, I think at least, a world champion, to carry a show one day. But now he's all busy with his movie career. Up in Hollywood, he's dividing his time, but he's trying to get back on track, and this would be a good way to do so. Higher End District goes for a corkscrew senton. You ain't no Andrew Briggs, huh? Jason Spade rolling out of the way, but reverse chin lock locks him down. Yo, what's up, Z? Elbow to the gut again. Jason Spade breaks free. Tries to go for a forearm smash. Asriel had the same idea, and he was faster. The fastest gun in the West. Guillotine. Jason Spade. Throat right over the... What is... Throat. Right over the top rope. His throat. Arm drag, Jason Spade now catches Azrael quickly in a front headlock. Jawbreaker, down goes Azrael. To the pin, desperation one, no doubt about it, by Spade here, but one that just about nearly gets the win. 2.99999, here comes the neck crank by Spade, trying to keep Azrael grounded. Azrael, though, not a big fan of doing so. Swings up his fist to meet the midsection of Spade. Back suplex. Azrael is no Andrew Briggs, believe it or not. I don't know if you've got them mixed up. I mean, one is a white guy, one's a black guy. So if you got them mixed up, I mean, that's your problem. The boa constrictor! Boa constrictor by Azrael. Look at the chat for a second. Look back. Jason Spade's life flashed before his eyes, but able to escape just narrowly. Knife edge chop. Says no way to Spade. Stomp to the quad. Arm drag, though. Back and forth they go. Tit for tat. Reversal Fest $19.99 ensuing, but now a power bomb shakes the ring. The way that Spade landed on that might have broken his back. 1, 2. No, just about it. And here comes the ruthless side of Azrael. Punt kick out of the corner, busting Spade open. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Not many people can take a kick to the side of the head and keep on going. And Spade is bleeding profusely, too. And here comes Azrael. Dirty heel tactics employed. 1, 2, but still just a 2 count. Spade, the spirit, will not be dwindled. Fireman's carry overhead. Jason Spade pushes through the pain, and just like that, out of nowhere, flips the switch. The Lenzenberg lobotomy. To the pin with a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Can't even tell which part of, oh yeah, Spade's like, I'm having absolutely none of this. Not today. Lenzenberg lobotomy again. And I think that's going to be enough. 1, 2. Oh my God, all right. Azrael just out of nowhere. Gonna start being a goddamn machine. You know, Jason Spade can't help but steal the show every single freaking episode he's on, huh? Jawbreaker by Az now. Taking 2 Lenzenberg lobotomies in a row. Still standing. Not too shabby. But now Spade's got blood all over his fucking chin, his cheek. It's on his throat. It's on his throat right now. Nice kitchen sinks, Russian leg sweep combo. I like that. I like that. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Now Spade is hoping that anything can get in the win after 2 Lenzenberg lobotomies in a row weren't enough here. That's the kind of competition that Spade's going to be faced with the entirety of his CMV career. And here again, fires off the shot. Knee trembler. 1, 2, 3, and Spade gets the job done. That was a beautiful motion, swinging the knee, bam, dropped right into the pin. What a great match. Spade definitely pushed to his limits and tested there. Gonna need a few stitches, but gets back on track with a great win here. Azrael packing over to Genesis with the L. The Lawbreaker by Jason Spade in the end, a second time. Got him the the dose and the trace over Azrael. Jason Spade trying to leave his mark here on Monday Night Fusion. He said that he's got a list and everybody is on it. And tonight, Azrael was the target put in front of him. And that target was expelled to try to wipe away the blood, and it's just oozing out again. Someone get this man some medical attention. I mean, good God. Murphy, you could throw up the X, you know. Is that what we're going to name our chief medical officer now? Chansey? What kind of name is that? Shanzi? Yo, what up, Paul? Paul. Yo, my good friend Paul. Yes, guys, it is now indeed time for our main event. Been certainly a hectic night here on Monday Night Fusion. Plenty of ups and downs and great matches, but surely this one, to cap it all off, is going to be a show stealer as the fire starter Ryan Kent is back to action. Have not seen him since Ascendant 6, where he took that L to Quantum. He's going to battle the game changer Schmitty. Yes, Timmy. But guys, definitely some big news after everything that happened at Battle Scars 4 and earlier tonight. Gentleman Edge Yuri Sokolov has dropped the knowledge on me that in 3 weeks' time, at Retaliation, not just only the last Fusion pay-per-view of the season, but the season finale itself, Jacob Ziegler will be defending his Undisputed Championship. Yes, he is still Undisputed Champion, thanks to Pierre Thompson, who aided him in defeating MLP after his Money in the Bank cash-in earlier tonight. Jacob Ziegler will defend his Undisputed Championship against Schmitty. The Game Changer just earlier tonight announced as the #1 contender after his victory over Percy Simmons at Battle Scars 4. The man has busted his ass all season long to try and redeem himself, to prove to his son that he's a better man. And at Retaliation, at the season's end, he'll have the biggest opportunity of them all to do so. It's going to be Schmitty versus Jacob Ziegler one-on-one for the Undisputed Championship. So this is definitely a big test for Schmitty on the road to that match. Ryan Kent, a former Undisputed Champion and Alpha World Champion. Of course, Schmitty, a former World Champion in his own right, but there's a lot of controversy surrounding that reign. Oh, my voice is already going. Rip in peace. This is just the beginning of a 3-day marathon as well. And there he is, a former European, two-time United States, and yes, world champion. Beat Paul Devine in the, after main event of Ascendance 5 to win the world championship back when he was GM, but Schmitty even says himself that reign was tainted. He wants a real reign with the world championship. He wants to look his son in the eyes, hold out that championship and say, Daddy's done it. Make his son proud. That's what this season's been about, supporting his family, becoming a better man. At Battle Scars 4, he took a big step towards doing so and defeating Percy Simmons. Now his focus has got to be set on Jacob Ziegler and Retaliation in 3 weeks for the world title. But Schmitty's got to like his odds with Pierre Thompson hounding Ziegler all the same. But for him, tonight has got to be a match he cannot be unfocused on, because Ryan Kent will pick him apart if he is. Irish whip right out of the gate by the fire starter, pulled back into a calf kick, and Ryan Kent, I'm sure, has his intentions to become world champion again one day. We talked about it earlier tonight. That's the intention of every superstar when you're in a wrestling business, to become the world champion, to become the best of the best, the face of the company, the champ that runs the camp. Ryan Kent, the most decorated superstar in CMV history. I always love running down his accolades. Let's do it. An unmatched world champion. hardcore champion, aka Anarchy champion, Money in the Bank winner, world champion, all right, tag team champion, international champion, okay, all right, you got it, catching up so far, light heavyweight champion, alpha world champion, trios champion. And of course, as light heavyweight champion, he set that record of 9 defenses, the most of any championship in CMV history, the very same record that Alistair Knox is closing in on after his retention against Andrew Briggs tonight. Just 3 more retentions, and Ryan Kent's long-standing record will be no longer. As Schmitty makes a nice counter into a back suplex. Only one active championship in CMV today that Ryan Kent has not held, that being the United States Championship. The very same that Knox has in his possession. Funny how things come around like that, you know? Sexiest superstar. Ryan Kent. Ooh, dropping Schmitty. I think, what was that? Kidneys first, right down onto his knee. Modified gut buster. That did not look fun. Ooh! That was a sharp enziguri by Kent out of the corner. CCS elbow to the face, though. The greatest professional wrestler on the planet today, Schmitty likes to call himself, and there's a good reason for that. It used to just be his ego, but it's hard to argue. The match of the night he had over Ascendance Weekend with Paul Devine, even though he came out the loser man, he still came out shining like a star. The very same event last season where he lost in a 3 stages of hell match against Paul Devine for the world title. He now will face Ziggler for the world championship. And I'm sure his son will be watching in the front row. Laura will be watching. A lot of people still, and I understand the people who still are skeptical about Schmitty and thinking he's playing some sort of long game, some sort of con. And I understand why those people feel that way. Trust me, I was the biggest protester of Schmitty and his time running Fusion last season. I hated Schmitty. I hated Ted Dickens, but I also didn't like Schmitty all that much. And, you know, there were a lot of reasons for that. But this season, Schmitty has proved to me and a lot of people, but to me, I think he's rehabilitated himself. I think Schmitty is a good man. And against Jacob Ziegler in 3 weeks at the season finale, at Retaliation, I think that's the first time ever, by the way, that Schmitty and Ziegler are going to go one-on-one. That's going to be a hell of a match. Hell of a match right now, and Ryan Kent has been, dare I say, dominating the #1 contender so far. Closing in is Kent on Schmitty in the corner, up high. Not a place you want to be. Oh, no. What does Kent have in store here? Superplex, and that's not even all. The strength of Kent to then follow through with a Falcon Arrow. Incredible. That is why Ryan Kent is a living legend, that he is a future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. I think went for the single knee facebreaker, but Schmitty, just like that, takes control for himself. Slips through the head scissors. Blocked, though, by Schmitty off that grapple. Tries for a hook to the jaw. Maybe looking to cinch in his rear naked choke, but instead Kent gets off the single knee facebreaker. Vintage Ryan Kent. And now as Schmitty has his eyes glazed over, looking like he's in outer space in another dimension right now, Ryan Kent thinks he's easy pickings, and maybe he will be. Powerbomb. Follow up with the Kent Clash. If Ryan Kent defeats Schmitty here, he will have a very valid argument for a world championship opportunity. Kent Clash to the pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Defeating the #1 contender is Kent's first class ticket up the rankings. Maybe going into next season to challenge the winner of the Retaliation title bout. Ryan Kent now mounting Schmitty, just absolutely trying to tear him apart here, and sends a kiss his way at least. trying to make it feel better, but Schmitty moves out of the way of the Swanton attempt. Goes after that arm that Ryan Kent likes to utilize for the clothesline from hell. Schmitty's a very smart man, a thinking man's wrestler, and here comes the rear naked choke. Body scissors to follow through. Kent is trapped. Can he escape or will he tap? Schmitty's got him in a very bad way right now. Rear naked choke trying to squeeze the life out of him. Breaks the hold though, and a headbutt might have just broke Schmitty's nose. Lateral press pin, middle of the ring. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Ryan Kent to his feet, though he's been largely in control, man. All it takes is one little slip up for Schmitty to capitalize. For Schmitty to come back full force, just as he's looking to do right now. Ryan Kent has no idea what he's in for, or maybe he does. Old school Schmitty attempted. Ryan Kent, though, catches him up. And a stretch muffler locked in by Kent. Wrapping the leg around the neck, certainly doing damage to the lower back as well, but Schmitty, oh! Ref! How is that not a DQ? That was plain as day. Hangman's neckbreaker, and Kent just up kick right to the boys. Man, Sloppy's got to come back next season. Come on. That was the lowest blow I have ever seen. Blatant. And then able to hit the single knee facebreaker again. Schmitty in all kinds of trouble. Ryan Kent's got him in the corner, trying to put him up top again, I think, but even though I'm sure Schmitty is in a excruciating pain right now. Clothesline again, Schmitty. With a fire inside. The season coming to a close in 3 short weeks, and in 3 short weeks, Schmitty has the chance to become world champion once again, but properly this time. To make his son, to make his family, to make his friends, to make everyone see the kind of man that he actually is. A good man, a hard-working man. Knee drop by Schmitty, and Kent is busted open. Into the head scissors, elbows targeting that cut. Did you, Topher? Ryan Kent desperately trying to retake control here, but Schmitty not allowing it, clutching at his ribs. That's never a good sign. Here comes vintage Schmitty, though, as he lines up his shot. Perfect precision, pinpoint knee drop right across that gash. And as Kent lays, looking up at the lights, bleeding, Schmitty does not let up. In between the legs. Face buster. Now lines up his shot. Gonna try to go for it again. Laying it all on the line. Old school Schmitty. And a hook of the leg to do the deed. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Not surprised. Ryan Kent we're talking about, but Schmitty does seem to be a bit taken back. Can't afford to lose focus, though. Has to stay on top of Ryan Kent. Oh, man, I can't say it enough, especially someone like Ryan Kent. So dangerous. And we just saw why right there. Again, going for the single knee facebreaker, but luckily Schmitty was prepared. And an STF applied by Schmitty. Again, trying to force Ryan Kent to tap out, changing up his submission game a bit. STF locked in. Let's go, though, after Kent refuses to tap. Not enough energy to keep it cinched in. Schmitty's got to conserve that shit for when he needs it the most. And he's gonna need it, trust me. Charges Kent in the corner, gets a knee full of face. Michinoku driver pin to try to finish things off here. Catching Schmitty off guard. Wrapping his arms around Schmitty's waist, gut-wrench suplex. Ryan Kent might not look like it to most people, but man, he is a powerhouse. It's what Ryan Kent's most known for, his brutal, just impactful offense. Clothesline all the way from hell. I guess the early work on Ryan Kent's arm by Schmitty doesn't really do him any good. nearly knocking his goddamn head off. 1, 2. Schmitty cannot afford a loss. With retaliation on the horizon, Jacob's League and the World Championship on the horizon, but he might not have a choice. Ryan Kent just may have his number. Going for the Kent Clash one more time. Arms tucked. Slammed. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Schmitty just barely surviving that second kick clash. Ryan going for a third one. Schmitty reverses. Schmitty knew if he got hit with a third, it would be game over. Could not allow it. Elbow stamp to the cut, and now it's Schmitty with the clock ticking. In the main event here, Fusion number 140, old school Schmitty. Make sure Kent does not get lucky with the rope break. Uno, dos, tres. All right. Ryan Kent playing at this game. Schmitty, though, to the top rope. Not giving up. Not letting it get to his head. Elbow drop. Right to the heart. Turning to the CMV Universe, knows that his son and Laura are watching from home. Every single match he has, his son in front of the TV, watching his dad. Every single time Schmitty loses it, he feels like it's a personal letdown for his son. Feels like he's failing as a father. Ryan Kent, I'll tell you this much, does not care about Schmitty, does not care about his family, only cares about that world championship. Stomped down onto the hand, and Ryan Kent now is getting dastardly. Getting straight down to it. Finished beating around the bush, even if he was before. Jesus, 3 times in a row with this gut wrench suplex. Jumping cutter now, but Schmitty has had just about enough of Kent's antics. Board buster, I think. Oh, yelling, trying to alpha male Schmitty. Elbow stamp, elbow stamp. Shades of Dusty Rhodes. And in the corner, Schmitty takes a deep breath. Looking around as the fans are on their feet. The CMV Universe always hype as hell for a match of this magnitude. How great it's been so far. Another pinpoint knee drop from the Game Changer. There's that snapmare driver once more rearing its ugly head, and an ugly head it most definitely is. That's a maneuver that can break your neck so easily, and this is a maneuver that will get Schmitty the 3 count. Old school Schmitty. Numero 3. Kent. Covered in blood. 1, 2, 3, and Schmitty gets the win. Main event comes to an end as Schmitty, with a third old school Schmitty, puts down a fight in Ryan Kent. Is Schmitty ready? Has he earned it? The CMV Universe will give their opinions on that, I'm sure, but the fact remains, in 3 weeks at the season finale at Retaliation, Schmitty and Jacob Ziegler will go one-on-one for the Undisputed Championship. For his family, Schmitty on a mission to close out the season on top of the mountain once again. What's up, Dunn? Chiming in just at the end of the stream here. Good to see you, though. Another big question is what kind to be in for his defense. Make sure to GW tomorrow and then Genesis on Wednesday. And do not forget this Sunday, the 16th of September, Genesis presents Anarchy Rules, the final Genesis pay-per-view of the season. Definitely don't want to miss that. It is going to be a good one. Hope to see you there. Hope to see you tomorrow and Wednesday. Hope to see you every single day. But if you want to be a part of CMV, we are on Xbox One. !join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. Twitter, Discord gives you links to all of our social media-ish. I will hopefully catch most of y'all on the morrow. See ya.